Hi everyone, it's Reverend Chris, represent Detroit. I noticed on my last video I did not have my hood up. I apologize. I know it's my signature thing. I didn't realize until after the video was over and I started looking at the video to upload it, so sorry for that. I'm going to do a lesson today, a Bible lesson today on service to others or helping others. This is a cornerstone Christian belief, I feel. Part of being a Christian is to look for opportunities to help others. So I'll talk more about that. Next week's Thanksgiving, of course, I'm going to talk about being thankful. And next month, I'm going to have a couple guests on my video and ask them questions and have kind of a Q&A thing. So to do something different with the Bible study. So, okay, for today, helping others is a Christian value. Some ways that Christians help others is by volunteering time, feeding the hungry, clothing the cold, and doing any kind of community service or church service or outreach. Mission trips, there's so many ways, but those are ways that you actually look for and seek out to do. Sometimes God will put you in somebody's path to help them. You won't even know what's coming that day or from moment to moment, and this is a lot of our purpose in our life, is to just let God use us for these things. So your purpose always usually will somehow either indirectly or directly help others, and even just small things you do or say affect others. So one thing you start to realize is that giving somebody a hug, listening to somebody when they're upset, having a kind word, things that you do where you're giving of yourself but you're not expecting anything back, you always make an impact on someone else, and hopefully then they pass that on to someone else too. And always when you do these kind things for people, whether you be volunteering, listening to a friend, helping a stranger, whatever it is, you never expect anything back in return. If you give someone money, you give it because you have it and you're able to give it. You don't give it expecting it back. And I know that's a really tough concept for people to learn, but it is part of being a Christian. Once you make that decision and you give from your heart, you don't expect anything back. Later it does come back around and you will be rewarded. Or hopefully if you would need help one day, someone can help you. So basically everything you do, say in your life does affect others. So you want to send out positivity and be helpful and at least positive around people. That makes a big difference in helping others. I want you to know that the Bible explains in several verses that deeds or works is not the way to get into heaven. You do these things to serve God, to fulfill your purpose unselfishly, not to say, well, I do a lot of bad things, so if I help somebody, if I do something good, it'll help me get into heaven. One thing doesn't cancel out the other. You're just expected to always do the right thing and be good and not do those bad things and try to cancel them out. So it's a hard concept for people too. They think if they do enough good works, that'll get them into heaven, and that isn't really how it works. So I may do a video about that. Mainly the only way to get into heaven is through Christ. So that's a whole other topic. This is about helping others. So you can always look for ways to give and opportunities to help others, but I feel a lot of times God just puts you in that situation at that time, and then you figure out, oh, I'm supposed to help this person. Oh, I can help that person. One story I have that's really quick is, and it's a little thing. I was behind someone at a gas station convenience store. Their debit card wouldn't work. All they were buying was a pop, like a $1.50 bottle of pop. So instead of him feeling embarrassed his card wasn't working, and I knew he didn't have any cash, I just said, let me pay for that. So I saw a quick opportunity to help someone else. It wasn't really taking a lot of my time or energy, and the opportunity was right in front of me, and I did it. A lot of people would think, well, don't get involved, it's none of your business what's going on with that person in front of you. But I made him smile, and I told him, hopefully if I helped you, you will go help someone else. And I hope I made his day a little bit better. And other people in the store saw me do that, and they were inspired by that. So I didn't do it to get credit. I didn't do it so he would owe me anything. I didn't do it hoping he would pay me the $1.50 back. I did it because I saw an opportunity to help someone, and that's the right thing to do. And I had the money to do it at the moment. So a lot of times a lesson will come through after you do help someone. And I believe when you give help, it should always be selfless, without expectation, and without bragging. Going around telling everyone I helped this guy, he didn't have any money, talking about him, that is not the way to go. We don't do it to get recognition from other people or to make ourselves feel better. We do it to help the person, and that's all. So you can help others without money in so many ways. Like I said in the beginning of the video, emotionally listening, sending somebody a card, giving somebody a phone call, telling them you're thinking of them, asking them how they're doing, or actually doing a formal activity to help someone in the community or with an organization. Jesus was our Good Samaritan. You might know the story in the Bible where Jesus saw the man who was beat up and robbed on the side of the road. Jesus took the man to the closest inn or hotel, motel, and paid the man for the hotel for this man to stay there and feel better for like 3 or 4 days, and paid for food for him, and then came back later and checked on him, I believe the story said. And Jesus did not ask the man to repay him. He just felt it was the right thing to do to help the person. So I love the Good Samaritan story. That's what a Good Samaritan does. You help when you see somebody needs help without asking for anything in return. So always use Jesus as your example whenever you're making a decision if you're going to help someone. Would Jesus help this person if he had the money, time, whatever it may be? So there were so many Bible verses on helping others and service to others. I actually had to cut down the list. But I did notice there was a lot in the book of Matthew, which is one of the 4 Gospels of the Bible, which are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And those are all, the 4 Gospels are Jesus' life story. So I thought that was really interesting. Jesus helped so many people in his life.